I think you said on court it was maybe quite difficult to follow the match that preceded it. Did you enjoy your match, nevertheless?
If I enjoyed my match, I always do. No, seriously, I do. How can you not? You know, in front of a crowd like this, this is what you work hard for. Being in the quarters, having an opportunity to move on in the draw, and who knows, maybe win the title, but still a bit further away from that. But I also enjoyed Berdych and Murray's match. I thought they played better tennis than we did today, but I had to concentrate on what I had to do, and I'm happy I moved on, and tomorrow's a different day, and who knows, maybe I can play a bit better.
Roger, how much of you is a fan and how much of you is a player scouting the match when you're watching a match like Berdych and Murray?
Yeah, no scouting at all. It's just all, where is he going to hit, what are they going to do, what's going to happen next. It's almost more commentary than scouting, because if you watch on and off, you can't even get into the whole scouting part. I think you have to look at every point, you know, and I don't have the time to do that, to be honest. You know, for that I have other players and other people, and when I do play someone like Murray or Berdych, I go back and how all the matches have gone in the past, you know, and dig up some old stuff like that, and just the feeling itself was the surface this week. Where are you at? Where is he at? And then you match those things up and then come up with a game plan.
So who were you cheering for?
Well, I was just hoping for a good match. In some ways, I was hoping it was going to be over after the second set so I could get on. But then again, I think it would have been a bit unfair because Berdych was right there as well. So I just hoped for the better player to win. Yeah, that was about it.
Roger, 800 match wins. Only the 7th player to do that in the men's game. What does something like that mean to you?
Well, I only heard about it yesterday. After I made the 799th, I read it somewhere. So obviously I knew going in today that this could be, you know, something special, something I could remember. At least it's an easy date. That helps. But it's nice. It's a lot of matches, a lot of tennis I've played. I know that, but I know that there's many other players who've played more tennis than I have, and so it's just another win. But it's a special one nevertheless, because 800 is definitely a big number.
Roger, you've been part of some terrific fields at the end of year Masters over the years. How do you assess this year's field in terms of the variety and a couple of new guys in them?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely think Fish and Djokovic at this point look a little bit, you know, a bit wary. But then again, I think with a week's break, everything can heal, and they're going to be maybe in top shape. So let's assume that everybody's in great shape. I think it's a very interesting. It's going to be an interesting couple of groups, I think, because everybody can beat everybody. I think again. I don't feel like 5, 6, 7, and 8 have no chance. I definitely think they have a chance to go deep, you know, like it was in the years with Del Potro and Davydenko making the finals. I definitely could see something happening as well like this year. But nevertheless, I do believe, you know, if Djokovic is fit and Murray is fit as well, which it seems like he is, they're also going to be very difficult to beat. And Rafa, regardless of how he's going to be, he's always a tough customer. So I think it's going to be a really good World Championships. I'm really looking forward to it. It's a strong year, and I'm happy to be part of it.
Hi, Roger. What does it mean for you to play against Berdych? What do you remember about your first match when you lost to Berdych in Athens 2004?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's always good matches with him. We both tried to play on the baseline, tried to play aggressive, whereas Murray was a bit more content of, you know, scrambling and making him doubt and stuff. But you know, I like to take it to Thomas as well, and he does the same thing. So I think on an indoor court, which we both like, it could be really quite spectacular, I think. Now the first match we played, I don't want to say it came out of nowhere, but He was qualified for the Olympics, and that made him good enough to beat anyone. But he definitely showed his talents to me there, maybe not to the world, because he announced himself to the world when I think he won here in Bercy a few years later. But for me, I was very impressed on how he was already hitting the ball then. And who knows, maybe he went through a bit of a slump. Physically had some issues that maybe mentally dragged him down. Maybe expectations were too big. And now, since I think really 2 years, he's been playing extremely well. So, and this is also the time now he's beaten me more often than I have beaten him, I think. So, interesting match for me. I definitely have to look into it, how I have to play him. But I'm willing to do that and excited to play against him again.